Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Welcome back for another fun tumbler tutorial with me. Okay, so this week's tutorial is a fun, God bless America, 4th of July, July 4th, ever how you want to say it, tumbler, fireworks tumbler. It is so incredibly easy, and so I'm just going to be showing you how I did that. But I just want you to know that I drop tumbler tutorials every Sunday at 6 a.m. My husband and I are in the process of moving, so my tutorials may be a little bit few and far between for a bit, but I promise you I'll be back to it as soon as I possibly can. Anyways, this is the tumbler, this beautiful God bless America 4th of July fireworks tumbler. Again, it was so incredibly easy, so just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how I created this one. I know I don't always show this process, the prepping process, but it is always just a given. You'll always want to start with a prepped and sanded tumbler no matter what. So here I'm just using Dawn Power Wash and a sanding sponge. I simply just spend about 2 to 4 minutes, maybe 5, scrubbing and sanding until the water sheets off and no longer beads up. I then dry it off and get started on my tumbler. Okay, so I'm about to put my decals on my tumbler, and this is not a new technique by any means, but I never remember to try it, reverse weeding. So basically I'm just cutting out each design, and then I'm gonna use my transfer tape. I hope I'm doing this right. Put it on my whole design. Oop, let me grab my little squeegee. Because these are all so intricate and little, my little fireworks thingies. So go like this, and you can see that the design is there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it right onto the tumbler. That reverse weeding wasn't working out for me so well, so I decided to go back to my original way where I weed first and then apply the decal. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan of that reverse weeding. I went back to how I normally weed and do things, and that was no fun either because this was so, these are all so little and tiny, but I kind of got them placed where I wanted to. So now then I'm gonna start doing my spray paint. But I'm gonna be using the Rustoleum 2x flat white, the apple red, and this ink blue. I am using these just because this is what I already had on hand. So I apologize if I get out of frame. I'm gonna try to expand my frame real quick. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna try to paint the whole tumbler white, and it's a little bit windy. Trying to go with the wind here. Okay, anyways, gonna let this dry, and then I'll be using those other colors that I just showed you. Okay, like I said, wouldn't take long for that white to dry, and now then I've got the apple red, and so I am just going to be spritzing right over some of the fireworks. Not going for any kind of perfection, just I want the overspray. I'm loving that for sure. And I know I have a weird amount on here, so it might I might have to just have a couple the same next to each other. I'm almost out of red. I was really hoping I could make it work, and the wind is not cooperating with me very well, but that's okay. Okay, and now to the blue. Same thing. Kind of cool looking. And you know, the overspray is perfectly fine. I like that. All right, so now then I just need to let this dry, and then I will show you my next process. Okay, it's been like 45 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of my vinyl now. And remember, I just put my vinyl right over my prepped stainless tumbler. So underneath, I'm seeing the stainless. Oh, I scratched it. Anyways, the stainless is what you will see underneath. I don't know if you saw my most recent video of the fishing lure tumbler, but that's kind of what prompted this idea, was how you see the stainless underneath, you know, the fishnet stocking look on that fishing lure tumbler. Okay, I found this image in Cricut Design Space, God bless America, but I need America to stand out and be a little bit bigger just because of the way I spray painted my tumbler. I have more space down around the bottom, kind of wrapped around more for wording. So I am going to be slicing and dicing this and kind of customizing it how I want it to be so it will fit my tumbler properly. I got a shape, a rectangle, and then I realized, I need to weld the wording together so that it's all one piece. And then I laid my shape, had to bring it to the front right here, laid my shape over the top of the wording, and then sliced it. Then I just removed that rectangle, deleted it, deleted that America, and then you can see now then God bless and America are separated, so I can size them up however I want here, and then you can center them and weld them back together. I just kind of eyeballed it and welded it back where I thought it needed to be. Next, I wanted to create my offset for the wording, so I just clicked on offset and adjusted it where I thought it would look best. You can be the judge of this. I also just played around with my colors here, and then I sent the design to my Cricut mat and cut it out. Okay, so I just finished cutting out my decals, and I use this Metalized mist vinyl. It's one that I get from Expressions Vinyl, and I cut out my offset. My actual wording is also a vinyl that I get from Expressions Vinyl. I believe this one is called Twinkle, and it's just a sparkly silverish white vinyl. Okay, so I got my vinyl weeded out here, and now then I'm just going to stack my offset. This is not my favorite transfer tape, but a lot of my stuff is packed up already because, you know, we're moving. You may or may not know that actually, but our house is pending, has a contract pending on it as of today, June 14th. So I'm kind of stuck. I can't full-fledged work and do things like I want to do with Tumbler, so just kind of having to wing it a little bit. I already see that I lost the dot of my eye in God Bless America, so I'm gonna have to come up with that. Okay, I just put this paper towel down just because I don't want to scratch anything up. There's no bright tone, there's nothing on here. This is still the same day that I painted it. I know I risk things a lot by doing it this way, but it's just how I roll. And you know, I still have to let this gas off for 48 hours, my spray paint, but in the meantime, I can at least be doing this kind of stuff, getting my image on my tumbler. Yeah, I gotta cut another dot for the eye. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. I love that so much. Okay, and then I have some stars that I cut out. They're just in that same white twinkle that I did here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some little pieces of transfer tape cut, or I may just use my razor blade. I think that's what I'll do. And just kind of place them on here. Okay, so I'm working on this tumbler. I have done every bit of this all in one day. So that makes it really nice to have gotten this far on one tumbler in one full day. It's still in the gas off time, obviously, because again, it was all done today. But I had scratched a few places whenever I was doing the vinyl removal, you know, on my fireworks. And I did something. I'm so mad at myself that I didn't record it, but you can see right here, hopefully you can see it, maybe not. There's a scratch there. There's quite a few actually. I have these Arteza paint pens. Got them off of Amazon. I can link them for you in the description below. They are super great. And I pulled out these two pens and I just want you to look how perfect, sorry. They matched this paint, that apple red and ink blue, perfect. So I was able to touch up my scratches with no issues. They might be seen just a little bit because it's a different texture, but I'm about to do something else so that I can get one more step out of the way, and then, you know, once it's gassed off, then I'll be able to just go ahead and start my bright tone layer. So about to do the next step. But again, I just wanted to show you these Arteza paint pens and how useful they are for little touch-ups like this. Okay, I'm moving on to the next step that I just mentioned. Those Arteza paint pens are nice and dry. Sorry, I'm having a hard time thinking. Now that I'm going to be using the E6000 Spray adhesive. Okay, it's totally fine to do this. You know, it can just continue to gas off along with the rest of it. So I'm going to be spraying the tumbler where I feel like it's necessary, and then I'm going to be using Silver Dollar glitter from Glitter Heart Co. and just gently sprinkling it by hand onto the tumbler. So I'm going to go ahead and dump a little bit out here so that I can just grab it whenever I need it. And I've got a lot of paper towels spread out here because this gets messy. Okay, shake it, shake it, shake it. I'm going to turn it where you can see. I'm just kind of, and it can start to drip if you're not careful, so you don't want to get it on there too terribly heavy, but then just grab your glitter and start sprinkling it where you want it. And I feel like it starts to dry pretty fast, so be prepared to go kind of fast. So as you can see, I'm just spritzing again as needed to fill in the blank spots and just grabbing the glitter and sprinkling it all over. I am trying to avoid my wording, but if it gets on there, it's not a big deal. I did encounter a couple of drips with my glue, so I just used the edge of a paper towel and kind of absorbed that drip, and it was really easy how this all went down. All right, so this has been dry for about like 30 minutes or so, and I'm gonna go ahead and smush this down just like I would do if I was using glitter glue, because I want my glitter to be nice and flat when it comes time for my bright tone layers. So I'm using parchment paper, and I'm just rolling the tumbler and pressing firmly, and this flattens the glitter. And now then, I shall wait, and after 48 hours, then I will be able to start the bright tone layers on this beautiful, sparkly, God Bless America 4th of July tumbler. All right, so it has been well over 48 hours, and now I'm just gonna be putting on the first layer of bright tone. I did not glitter glue over this glitter or anything like that. I only relied on that smushing of the glitter that I did earlier after my E6000 spray was nice and dry. That seemed to adhere everything really well. I'm applying this. I don't have any glitter shifting, so things are going really well. I'm just gonna put this layer on and allow it to dry for 4 hours, and then I'll be able to apply another one, and then another one, and another one, each after 4 hours. And I don't mean that I'm just stopping there. I will continue on until I can no longer feel my glitter, until I have my extra smooth, shiny surface that we all love with the beautiful CrystaLac. You guys, this tumbler turned out incredibly beautiful. It was super simple, just spray painting and weeding out the vinyl and then the glitter. It was just really, really easy. You can change it up with different colors if you want to add a little extra pizzazz to it, but I just liked the traditional red, white, and blue for 4th of July, and of course the God Bless America. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you will give it a shot and let me know if you do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you think this one will help someone else. Hope everyone has a safe, blessed July 4th.